Well, hey everybody, Tuesday Night Radio continues, or I should say returns, live on location from Camp Nicolet. And tonight on the show, Leah is here, Maggie is here, Mackenzie is here, and Pelin is here. Hi guys, how are ya?
Hi. Good.
Good, we have tons and tons of stuff to tell you about this evening, including sailing and some small craft. Oh yeah, and counselors are here too. Hi Bridget.
Hi.
Hey Holly. Hi. Good to see you. Welcome to Studio Stars, they're calling it, up in camp. I love it. We're going to talk about cabin time. We're going to give you a recap of the big counselor hunt that took place this past weekend and talk about some adventures at camp, including a power outage. It's all this time on the podcast, live on location from Camp Nicolet. Oh, well, here we are, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Good to see you, Leah. Good to see you back this year.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite thing about camp to date?
Oh, I like water skiing. It's a lot of fun.
Skiing is rad, you know, and we've had some nice skiing days. We're going to get to small craft later, but the water's been flat, calm.
Yeah, today was a great skiing day.
Oh, it's beautiful today.
Yeah.
For sure. Maggie, over there in seat number 2, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. What's new?
I learned how to get up on one ski this morning. That was really exciting.
Yeah, I saw it. It was impressive.
Really? And you were successful at it?
Yeah.
Love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you've obviously been working on dropping in the past, right?
Yeah. Last year was a lot of dropping and learning how to just get up or stay up on one ski. And then this year, I'm learning how to get up on one ski. So it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, boss.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Mackenzie, how are you?
Good.
Good. A first-time podcast offender here in the studio. Glad to have you on board. What do you love about camp so far?
Everything.
Yeah? Leah has down as one of her topics the rave, which ordinarily is a very fun, bouncy, bright-colored, happy thing in the waterfront, right?
Yeah, so yesterday, it rained on and off, and then it started thundering, and we all got inside. We were all looking out the window, and this trampoline, the rave, was washed up on shore, and we're like, oh no! And so we had to go pull the rave in, and then a little bit later, all the power went out around camp. So at night, our only light was the fire and our flashlights, and it was a bit of a struggle, but it made you appreciate the lights better.
And the lights are now back on, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, the weird part about it is that, I mean, I was here at camp all day yesterday, too, and experienced it right along with you guys. And the weird part about it is that camp really, it wasn't that bad here.
It wasn't.
Not at all. Like, we were fine.
We spent a lot of time outside still.
Yeah, I mean, you guys kept trying. Program kept sending people back outside. And then, and then another little rumble would roll up, and then you guys would be like, all right, coming back in. But no, I think that other parts of the state of Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, got hit a little bit harder. So
Yeah, I think so.
We are all good in the Camp Nicolet hood.
Yep.
We're all good. And let's swing back over to Maggie. Skiing is definitely a highlight for you at camp, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do at camp.
What do you love about skiing?
It's the only place where I'm able to water ski, and it's so much fun, and it's such a cool activity that we get to do, and a lot of camps don't have it. And it's really unique to Camp Nicolet. It's just so much fun. I love it.
When you first came to camp, where were you at in terms of ski skills? I can't recall.
I never went water skiing my entire life. And then I went on the boom. And then I went on, there's like a short rope that they attached to the boom. And then I went long line. And it was like, I was hooked from the start. It was my favorite thing from the beginning.
So you had never been, and today you got up on one ski for the first time.
Yeah.
That is super cool. And what's the time period we're talking about here? How many years? 5 years for you, right?
This is my 4th year at camp.
4th year at camp.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Way to go. And how are the ski instructors? They give you good tips?
They give really good tips because a lot of them learned how to water ski at camp too. So they know exactly what to say.
Yeah.
And they see what you can correct so you can do better the next time.
And Leah, you like skiing too, right?
Yeah, I love skiing.
Awesome. And the hot dog, right?
Yeah, the hot dog's pretty fun. It's this big, it looks like an actual hot dog, and it's like a raft. And when it's too choppy to ski, you get out the hot dog and the boat pulls you, and they make you try to fall off, and they give you no mercy, but
No mercy. When I used to drive for the hot doggers, I always asked the one and only question, and that was wild or mild? Great. Well, time flies when you're having fun, and you guys wanted to play some music tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And what's the first song that we're playing this evening?
Viva la vida.
Who sings that?
Coldplay.
Good tune. Good choice. It's the podcast. It's Tuesday Night Radio. We are live, large, and in charge on location at Camp Nicolet.
I used to rule the world.
That was Coldplay, Viva la Vida.
Hey, and a new voice here on Tuesday Night Radio. Hey, gang, it's Pelin. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Good, good. Hey, thanks for coming to camp this summer. Nicolet is a new gig for you, right?
Yeah,
Good. What do you think so far?
I really like it.
Do you? What's one of your favorite aspects of it?
I think swimming is really fun, and the activities are really like out there, and you don't really find them at normal summer camps that you go to.
Mm-hmm. You know, our program is a little bit different this summer, and that's something that I've been asking people at the lunch table and at the dinner table all the time is, you know, Camp Nicolet used to be like, I've got ski, and then I've got swim, and then I've got horses, you know, whatever. And that's fine. That's all well and good. That's like the traditional old school camp program. But I think it's cool. And don't let me put words in your mouth because I want to hear from you. We've got these different things now like Adventure Hour and 2D art and Game On. I heard a lot about Game On tonight at dinner, which is pretty cool. What do you like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like all the new activities.
The new stuff? What, of the new like wild and wacky stuff, I hesitate to call it that, you know, because it's not really wild and wacky. It's still serious. But of the new interesting things, like what do you guys dig the most?
I like tennis a lot. They have really good tips on how to play tennis and how to get better, and also soccer. They do really well in soccer.
I saw some rock star soccer stuff taking place.
I just had it before dinner.
Awesome. And you're using the smaller lacrosse goals so that you don't have like the ginormous airport size goals out, right?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, let's swing back over to Mackenzie here and tell us a little bit. You wanted to talk about counselors tonight, you know, and counselors are important here at camp because not only do they help you out in your cabin, but they teach all these activities too.
The counselors here are just so amazing. They help you with everything. There was this one time where, so we recently got 2 new campers, and they were on the capers chart, but since they weren't here, since they just got here Sunday, they couldn't do their capers. So I was busy doing some of their capers, and so I didn't have time to do mine or make my bed, and so my counselors helped me with that.
If you were to be a camp counselor someday, what do you think would be the most important aspect of being a camp counselor? Like what quality is the most important to you?
Understanding and listening and being kind.
That's really cool. And I do, through knowing a lot of our counselors who have been here for a long time, like Bridget, for example, has been here as a camper, and she's been here as a counselor for a number of years now. And Holly, for the first time, I know them both. They are both very kind and the listening type. I appreciate that. Why don't we give Bridget and Holly a big round of applause. They're beaming, guys. They're beaming. Love it. So how much did they pay you to say the nice things about them? Let's swing back around to you, Leah.
So yeah, skiing is really fun, and I actually just got my dock start, which is where you are on the you're like starting on the dock, and then you start skiing instead of starting in the water.
Right.
And I really like it because there's always something more to achieve. Like after you start slaloming, which is skiing on one ski, or your dock start, there's always more to achieve. So I really like it, and it's almost like flying across the water. So
Absolutely.
it gives you a really cool feeling.
Now, I'm sorry if I missed this. Are you on one ski or 2 skis?
One ski.
One ski. Nice. And are you jamming out, getting the weight crossings?
Yeah, I tried cutting today, which is where you like lean even more to one side, and it sprays a bunch of water up in the air.
Yeah. And everybody on the beach is like, look at her.
Yeah, but it's really cool, and it feels really nice.
Good for you. Have you and Maggie been rocking the same ski hours?
Yeah, I saw her do her slalom start today, which was really impressive.
She has that look of proud on her face over there. I like that. That's cool. Time flies when you're having fun, and that means it's time for another song. And you guys dig the Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
And what did we pick for this one?
Shake It Off.
That was Taylor Swift, Shake It Off.
Glad to have you guys here. We're actually running out of time here on the show this evening, but it's been a ton of fun, and it certainly goes fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about what we did. Usually we talk forward, but we're going to talk backwards. Get it? Talking backwards. About what we did this past weekend at camp. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, so we had the Sunday activity, which was a counselor hunt, and it was SpongeBob themed.
No way.
So we all got in our teams. There was a team Sandy, Squidward, SpongeBob, and all the other characters. And we all dressed up in their colors, and then counselors hid around everywhere around camp.
So hard to find them. It was like they weren't like where you would expect them to be. Some counselors were in like a locker by the tennis court. Others were behind buildings. Others were underneath the
buildings.
building. For example, Lakewood.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy, guys.
In the dining hall.
Oh, and Bridget's covering her head over there, I think. Was Bridget under Lakewood, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People found her in like 4 minutes.
Good try, Bridget. You did well. 4 minutes is pretty
We didn't
good.
find her.
You did not find her?
No, we didn't.
Now tell me this, though, guys. Were counselors allowed to move? What were the rules? Were they allowed to move?
Well,
What's up with that?
So when somebody found them, they would give them a balloon, and the balloons were worth different amount of points.
Yeah.
And so then they could either choose to stay in that spot or move.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody hid behind this like green wall and left a friendship bracelet making kit, some pillows, and some beach towels, and some camp chairs. And it turned out to be some of, I think, cedar pines.
Yeah, I've never heard of a counselor hunt. Have you, Pelin, where they could be mobile like that? I feel like counselors had to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to surmise, though, that the toughness of the game probably added to the element of fun, yes?
Yeah.
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 If it wasn't so tough, it would have been more boring.
Right. Big challenge. I love it. Hey, let's get Maggie up here one more time to the microphone area. Give me the lowdown on rafting. I mean, it varies year to year because the water levels are always different and, you know, people's ability levels. What was it all about?
So this year, the water level was pretty high, so you were able to go in rafts of 2 people or a lone one in a fun yak. So Leah and I decided to raft together because we haven't been rafting a lot before.
Right.
And so there's 7 big rapids, and so the first one's the hardest one, and it's called like First Drop.
Yep.
And so we got there, and then Leah fell out. And then I fell out, and then I lost my paddle.
She had to borrow a small, like, little baby paddle.
A stubby paddle that they had, like an extra one.
Is that like the donut tire on the car, the teeny tire?
Yeah,
You got the
exactly.
teeny paddle.
Exactly.
Love it. Now, I just so happened to be there that day with you guys as well. And I've rafted the Pesh to go on and off. The one that caught me off guard, guys, was horse race. Do you remember horse race?
Which one was that one?
That's that second feature that we went through. All you just like cruising along and life is grand, and then all of a sudden it's like narrower and narrower
yeah, that
and narrower,
one.
and you're like, wait a minute. What'd you think of that one?
We got through that
Yeah.
one, actually. That was, I think, our best one because we were right in the middle and we were facing straight. And then we were paddling and we kept paddling. And I think
The
that was
first
our
stop
best
was
one.
the only one that we tipped on.
And then, of course, the grand finale, if you will, is 5 Foot Falls.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. What'd you think
Those
of that?
we almost fell out on.
Yeah, I fell into the boat on that one.
Whew, close call. I'm glad you made it over, though. Mackenzie's got her hand up over there, and last round of stories. Here we go.
There was like this one time where I went to day camp, and we went to like this museum almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like really cool, except there was this one kid who got lost. and,
at the museum.
and there was like a big announcement about it. It was like,
Yeah.
camp, come and get so-and-so. She is at the front desk. It took us forever to get to the front desk.
Reason number 1 that we don't take Nicolet campers to museums. We don't want anybody to get lost. But if I got lost at a museum, guess where you would find me? Any guesses?
At the front desk.
Front desk. Maggie, any guesses?
The wilderness
The
area?
wilderness area. Leah, any guesses?
The concession stand?
Yes, that's exactly right. You can find me at the concession stand. Leah, have a great night. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Pelin, thanks for being on the show. Maggie, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mackenzie, great first show. Glad to have you here.
Aloha.
Aloha. Bridget, Holly, thanks for the chaperoning. And we will see you next week, Tuesday Night Radio, live on location from Camp Nicolet. It's the podcast. Good night, everybody.